get back into what we were dealing with on Friday. We made it through 1 through 6. I believe we talked about them, but just really quick, the answers from Friday there. Okay, we wanted the simplest radical form and as well as change them to nearest 100th. Okay, eventually I'll probably just have you go to the nearest 100th, but right now I'm having you try to do both and recognize that, and leaving in terms of pi. But on these, knowing that when you're finding the area of a circle, you're using pi r squared. That's our quick review of area. And then taking a portion of that area was to find the shaded regions, which we'll do. Yeah?
Okay, so on the ESC, will we have to do it in pi form or just normal?
They'll tell you.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, number 7. See how we did here. Number 7, we're finding the areas of the sector. So, all right. So to find the area of our whole circle, it's pi r squared, or 16 pi, right? We put 4 in for r. It's 16 pi. And then we're doing 140 degrees out of 360 degrees. That 140 out of 360 becomes 7/8 or 7/9 if you reduce it. And then multiply by 16 pi, you get 56 pi over 9. Okay? Those two things divided and rounded to the nearest 100th, 19.55.
Correct.
Questions on that part? That's the shaded region. How many got that? Okay? And then to find this part, well, if this is 140, that makes this 220. Right? 360 minus the 140 gives us 220. 220 out of 360 times the area of 16 pi simplifies to 88/9 pi, which becomes 30.72. Yeah?
So on problems like this, do you want us to leave it in like the pi form, like where, like you said, like 16 pi, and then like also solve it, so like leave both answers?
I want both answers right now, yeah.
Okay.
In terms of pi and to the nearest 100. Eventually, I'll just let you go to the nearest 100. Right now, I'm trying to get you used to working with them. Any other questions on that one? Okay, go ahead and tell your neighbor what you got on number 8.
Yeah, well, I just instead of plugging it into a paper, all I did was you figure out how big that is, like what that is, part of the circle, and then multiply it. So
All right.
I would think it's back, hopefully. Just cross your fingers.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention back up here, please? Everyone's back up here within that 5 seconds, please. Okay, thank you. So we have the area of the entire circle, and they give you an area of a sliver of it. Well, 25 degrees is a portion of the circle. You'd have to figure out how many 25s go into 360, right? So 360 25ths times the 4.1. Well, I know that 25 goes into 350. That goes into 350 14 times, so it's just over 14. So 14 times about 4 should be around 42-ish. Is that right? Or no, hold on. 14 times 4 would be 50. Yeah, 56-ish, 58-ish. Okay. In this case, it gives me 59.04. How many got it? How many had it flipped? Okay, that's the common error, so good job. Any questions on it? Tell your neighbor what you did right or wrong on number 8. Go ahead and describe to them. All right, questions on number 8? Okay, go ahead and tell your neighbor what you got for number 9. Okay, can I have your attention, please? So it says about 70,000 people live in a region with a 30-mile radius. Find the population density in people per square mile. Now, this right here tells you what you're doing. you're taking people. The word per in math means divided by, people divided by square mile. So if I take how many people I have, 70,000, and divide it by how many square miles I have, which implies Bethany. Which implies what? Square miles is the area. Okay?
Oh.
People divided by area. 70,000 divided by my area. So the first thing is to find the area. Area is 900 pi square miles. Now notice I didn't round that because I'm using that in another equation. I'm going to take my 70,000 and divide it by my area. 70,000 divided by area is approximately 24.76, which is 25 people. Okay. How many got it? All right. Tell your neighbor what you did right or wrong. Any questions on number 9? How many of you know what you did right or wrong? Good, that's the goal. Okay, so your assignment today is going to be this page, 11-2A. Now, you'll notice I make copies of both sides because, quite honestly, sometimes I'm not sure which one I want to give you, especially with this new curriculum. So you can just cross out the side B for now. We're not going to use that. Well, not for now. You can just cross it out. Okay? So we're going to do 11.2A all. That's our assignment. So go ahead and take a look at that. Maybe read through the directions, the instructions. Make sure you understand what's expected. Okay? Are there any questions on what you're supposed to be doing here?
Nada.
Thank you. Okay. We'll go at it. Probably showing your work on a separate sheet would make it a lot easier on you. Okay? The answers are hanging on the board. You can kind of check them, see how you're doing. All right.